Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. You're also going to see Mist because, of course, she's on the desk at the moment. But let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. Hello, Betty. How are you today? Hello, Val. You can see me and hear me? Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Apparently, Mist is going to sit in the middle of my desk for the moment. There's like a crazy lightning rainstorm going on outside. So if I disappear out of nowhere, it's probably because the power goes out. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. But yeah, there's a pretty wild storm going on outside at the moment. Let me just shuffle those over a little bit. There we go. So you can hear and see me perfect. You can hear and see Mist. Probably, well, you can't hear her, but I'm sure you can see her as she's sitting on the desk. She's not a big fan of thunder. I just put on hand cream, so I don't want to pet her with my hands. Hi. Are you saying hi to everybody? Oh, that's nice. Oh, Betty, you can see and hear me perfectly. Good to know. It's always interesting because I have to change my setup every time we go live, so I'm never sure if it's gonna work out okay. I am all right. Thank you for asking. Hey, you. What are you doing? Apparently, we're gonna sit on the desk for a bit. So I'm gonna work on this project here. I started this, I want to say last July, to be honest with you. And yeah, I got this far, and I need to keep working on it. But I don't really know what I want to do. So that's what we're gonna work on today. Because it is still Christmas in July, so we're working through some Christmas-y-esque projects is kind of the plan. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas that we can add to this folio, please let me know. I've got it's like a ribbon closure. I have videos making this, and I'm pretty sure I linked them in description. So if you want to check them out later, you can. So I have a video where I actually made the folio, and then I have videos where I decorated the first few pages. And then, of course, Christmas in July ended, and this is a gift for somebody, so I'm trying to kind of keep it not fully decorated. So I'm leaving this side of the page completely empty so they can add journaling or pictures or whatever they want, and then I'm kind of adding some decorations on the other side. And like these little pockets they can put stuff in. I made a couple of little cards that go in the pockets. So those are kind of neat. Yeah. And then we have a couple of pages. I mean, we're not going to finish decorating it completely today, but I want to keep working on it. I would love to adhere maybe an envelope to one of the pages, maybe like a clear envelope, a vellum envelope. There we go. And I want to do like a waterfall flippy thing in it, something like that. So yeah, I have ideas for it, but yeah, if you have any ideas on what else I should do, please let me know, especially when we get to these big back pages, because there's so much space here. I'm not really sure what to do. That paper is very pretty. Yeah, it is. It's Paper Rose made this paper last Christmas, but I'm pretty sure you can still get it. This is it right here. Enchanting Christmas is the paper. And it also had cut aparts and die cuts. And I have those as well. So I have I've cut a bunch of the cut aparts. So these are the cut aparts, and I've cut a bunch of them. So they're just in this container so that I have them easy to work with. And there's also, Mist is sitting on them. And there's also these embossed pieces. See if I can, it's got clear embossing kind of on it. So I don't know how well you can see them, but they're really shiny. They're really quite pretty. So yeah, that's what we're gonna work on. So if anybody has any ideas, please let me know, because I'm kind of just guessing at what I want to do. And then you can see that I've brought in some ribbon. I have this is different ribbon, little dingly bits. And there's glitter and lace and more glitter strips, that kind of stuff. So now Mist, she's gonna move on over to my other desk, which she'll probably have a little nap on, so that's good. But yeah. Hi, Peggy. How are you today? Hello, Mary. How is everybody doing? Let me know how you're doing. Hello, Positively Creative. Yes, Mist was just sitting on the desk. Everybody was in here, but there's a thunderstorm outside, so Amber and Shade, actually I think Shade's in the kitchen. Shadow is sleeping under my editing desk, and Ember went to hide because she does not like the thunder. So she is currently hiding. But yeah, so this is what we're going to work on. So if anybody has any ideas on what I can add to it, please let me know. Especially when we get to these like really big back pages. This page I'm going to add a piece of lace to, so there's not quite this distance between it. So that's actually the next page we're going to work on. So, and then I really want to put like a 5x7 vellum envelope in, so that I can maybe tuck something inside, or we can decorate it. I don't know. You guys let me know what you're thinking. I'm not totally sure what all we should do in here, but yeah, I'm hoping to. This is what we're going to work on because it's kind of a fun Christmassy project that I started last year. Great. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Peggy. I'm very, very, very happy to hear it. Very pretty. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, it's a really pretty paper from Paper Rose. I'm pretty sure you can still get it, though it did come out last year. But it's quite pretty. Positively creative. You say my nails are gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you. I just changed the shape again because I get bored, so I change them pretty much constantly. Yeah. But yes, that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to grab, I didn't put everything out because I wasn't totally sure what I wanted to do, but I am going to do the lacy bit first, I think, because I want to kind of judge how far of a lacy piece I want to kind of help this big gap. Because if you see the waterfall tabs, they're all, you know, and then this gap is bigger than every other one. So we're going to put a little piece of lace there, and that'll kind of break up that huge gap. So I'm going to grab some lace down, and we're gonna see what exactly we want to do there. So that's kind of what we're working on. So if you have any ideas, you let me know, because I would love the help. I do have this lace, although it might be a little bit too thick. Although I guess I'm adhering it to the back, so I could trim that down a touch if needed. Because we're going to just adhere it to the back of this page, I think. Well, I guess we could do it to the front of the page. It could be a part of the decoration and then just hang off a little. That could be quite pretty. But then what are we going to do in front of it? That is the question. So what do you guys think? Should it go in the front of this page and cover up some of these really pretty trees? Or do we put it in the back of the page? And then you just kind of have this pretty lace piece hanging out over, or should I grab a thinner piece of lace? Because this one's quite thick, so it does kind of go on the page a little bit. I enjoy the purples and pinks for Christmas. Me too, Mary. Me too. This was such a fun paper because it also has gnomes in it. See, like it has these little gnomes and it has snowflakes in it. I don't know. This was just a really fun paper. So I've been having a lot of fun. But yeah, so we can put the lace in the front of the page and then have it as like a detail on this page. Maybe we want to do that, or do I want to put it on the back side? What do I want to do in this page maybe becomes the other question. I do really like that lace, because I do have lace on other pages, like this page has different kinds of lace on it. It also has a wax seal. And then I did do a little card in this one pocket, and then I left the other two empty so that the person who's receiving this could do some stuff themselves. I don't want to fully decorate everything. So I love the lace on the front. Okay, fair. We can put the lace on the front. Yeah. I like the lace on the back, but what goes in the back of what is the paper? Oh, okay. So the back of the tree paper is this, because this is the inside piece. So it's this kind of full piece here. And I tried to have Santa's head like, so if we were using it this way, it would cover up a section of this bigger tree. So it'd be kind of like this. Make sure that's in frame. It is. Yeah, so if we do it this way, it keeps falling off because the front is bulkier than the back. That's kind of funny. Hello, Nessie. How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. I know it's pretty late for you. So I was thinking about maybe putting the vellum envelope on this page so that I didn't have to cover up too much of this really pretty design. And then I'm thinking I might do on the word ones, I thought maybe we could do like a waterfall tab. Or like it's not really a tab, it's like a waterfall. I don't know, they flip up. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. But then what do I want to put on the front of this if I cover it with this lacy bit? Faggy, the front then. You're doing good, Nessie. I'm glad to hear that. Betty, not on the back. You don't want to cover up that beautiful tree. Okay, well, let's put it on the front then. And then we will figure out what we want to do for decoration on this page. Oh, now there's sirens. Wee woo, wee woo. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's like a thunderstorm going on outside, so my cats are hiding. Mist was on the desk when we first started the live, but now she's laying down on my editing desk, and Shadow's underneath the editing desk. Shade is sleeping on a chair in the kitchen, and Ember, of course, has gone to hide. She does not like thunder. So I don't think you're going to get to see them much this video. But yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe like right there. So then when I flip this, you can see the layers. I think right there. Yep, there goes a ambulance past the house. There was a couple ambulance past the house. Uh-oh. Hopefully the lightning storm did not start more fires. That's my hope. Positively creative. Poor babies. My dog hides in the closet when we have thunderstorms. Yeah, most of my cats are okay with the thunderstorms. It's just Ember that really doesn't like them. She's not a big thunderstorm. She doesn't like the noise, and I don't blame her. They're pretty loud. So I'm thinking right about there, I think, because that's about how much hang off I wanted to have. I think right there would be quite, well, there, yeah, about there. Hello, Marcy. How are you? Thank you for jumping in. I'm assuming you're at work, because you usually are when you come to hang out. So I'm going to put a line of glue about there, and then I'm going to put a line of glue along the edge, and hope that's enough to hold this piece of lace in place. We're going to see. You guys see I have my huge bottle of Nuvo glue now. Pretty excited about it. All right, so we want to line you up. Hopefully my line is straight with my glue. I want you to be a little higher. And then we'll just kind of pat that in. There. I'm doing well. Yes, I'm multitasking you and working. I thought so, Marcy. Usually you're at work when you come hang out with us on my live streams. Thanks for jumping in. It's always nice to have you. Because I know you're working, so. Okay. There we go. I think that's going to look really pretty. So then when I flip my waterfall tab, now you just get this really beautiful piece of lace to break up that big gap between the two. So I think that's going to be really pretty. Does anybody have any ideas they want to include in this little folio? I guess it's a folio. It's kind of what I would call it, I suppose. A waterfall folio. I think that's what I called it when I made it. I made it last year. It's been sitting in my projects for a while. I guess I should probably wait for the glue to dry before I try to cut that. It's been sitting in my to-do projects for months. So you guys are, let's see if I can make you look this direction a little more. There, how's that? Now you're looking more at me and less at the IKEA drawer behind me. Oh, boo, Marcy. Fair. You work remotely on Thursdays, but starting in August, you're going to be in office 100%. Oh, so you won't be able to join in and hang out. That's a bummer. I know Thursdays are not great for working people, right? But then I was kind of like, well, I guess I could do a live on Saturdays, if that would be. I mean, I thought about that. If we should maybe do them on Saturdays. On the blue part with the writing, how about a couple of snowflakes? Are you talking about this side, Nessie? Because I've been kind of leaving the left side blank because this is a gift for somebody, right? So I'm kind of trying to leave the left side blank so that they can add to it if they want to when they get it. So I'm kind of only decorating the right side. And then that leaves, like, they can put journaling, or they can, you know, add pictures, or however they want to use the folio, because it is a gift for somebody else. So I am trying to leave a little bit of empty space for them to do something on. So that's why, like, none of the pages have anything on the left side. And then when I mail it to her, I'll include, like, some of the leftover stuff, because I have, like, so these are the cut aparts, but you get 18 of them. So there's 6 designs and 3 of each design. So I cut up 2 of them, and then there's still some left, right? And then I also have the, like, these embossed pieces. So I'm going to send her a bunch of that when I send this to her as a gift. But I have to finish it before we worry about that. So that's what we're trying to do today. Hello, Harriet. Coming in a bit late. How's everybody doing? I'm good. Thank you for asking. Everybody else so far has said that they're doing pretty good, so that's good to hear. Yeah, we're building a folio. Well, we're decorating a folio. I started last July, sorry. Yeah, and then so we've added this bit of lace. That's all we've done so far. We're trying to decide what to do on this page, because on this page I'm going to grab a 5x7 vellum envelope and we're going to decorate it, and it's going to go here, kind of facing out so stuff can go in it. And then on this page I thought I might do like a waterfall. You know how like you score it and you can lift it up? Does that make sense? I'm going to do that there. And then we have 2 more pages that I don't really know what we're going to do yet. I'm kind of slowly just chipping away at this bad boy. But I mean, we could add some embossing. I mean, it would be cool if we embossed snowflakes on this page, but I am trying to leave the left-hand side blank. But we could emboss some snowflakes maybe on this one, Nessie, because it's the other side of that page. So we could maybe emboss some snowflakes on it and then add something on top of it, or I don't know. We'll see when we get there. So anybody have any thoughts on this page? Maybe I should skip this page for now and we can work on the envelope, since I know what I want to do for the envelope kind of, and then we'll come back to this page. I was kind of thinking about introducing some craft paper. What do you guys think? Currently I don't really have any. Like, this is vellum. This is a vellum pocket that I added. And then these are vellum like little envelopes that I made. But I'm thinking of maybe introducing, like, I could bring in some tea-dyed paper too. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this page yet. So we're going to let the lace dry. And let's maybe work on the envelope for this. And then we'll come back to that one. And I think they're right here. Yeah. Yeah, because I bought these. These were at Michael's and they were on sale the other day. Actually, it was a little while ago. But they're 5x7 vellum envelopes. And you get like 50 in a pack. So I bought these a while back. And I thought it would be fun to maybe decorate one and then put it in here. And maybe we could add it, like, so I kind of thought we would do a little decoration on it and kind of adhere it. Although that does cover his face, which kind of sucks. And I think we'll have to go like this so she can open it. Maybe I don't want to do it on this page, because I can't go this way unless I put it in the back page, but then it only takes up a small amount of the page. Because you could put it here, right? But I kind of thought I was going to put it here. But you know what? I actually have a second page of this paper, so I could theoretically cut him out and glue him on top of the envelope. And then you just have like his head. I don't know, is that weird? Is that a weird idea? You guys tell me. I don't know. And Marcy, yeah, totally boo. No questions asked, my friend. That sucks. Peggy, you're going to make something like this using the new Prima Marketing Christmas stuff. Yeah, they've got some beautiful stuff out right now. I've seen. So I still think I'm going to adhere this guy here after we do some decorating on it. And I'm just going to maybe fussy cut out Santa and adhere him on top of the envelope. What do you guys think? So that so he'll be like right here. So he's not blocking like putting in the envelope. Or the other option, I guess, is I could like washi tape the envelope in and have it as like a hinge. So then it could flip. What do you guys think? What's a better idea? Either I'm going to adhere him on top, or I'm going to have the envelope so that it hinges. Because I could do that, and then it would be like that, and you just have to flip it back. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts. Cut him out and glue him on top. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Positively. Are you okay if I just say positively instead of positively creative every time I read your name? Is that okay? You let me know. Or if you have a name, like whatever your name is, let me know. Harriet, I like the envelope. I do too. It's really pretty. Betty, it sounds good. Okay. I love that soft purple and blue paper. Yeah, it's really pretty, hey? It's a really stunning paper. That's why I picked it up and thought it'd be a really fun project to work on. I ordered the Prima Peppermint stuff today. Oh yeah, they've got some really, really pretty, oh, PC, that works. They've got some really pretty stuff out. Prima always does. Their collections are always really nice. I would be afraid the washi tape hinge might rip at some point. Okay, fair. Okay, so let's just, because I should have a second, because I'm pretty sure you get 2 of each sheet. So I should be able to, I mean, the alternative, of course, is that I fussy cut out like a little image like this guy and stick him on top. And then you'd just be covering up Santa with another Santa. Or I can see if I can find the other page, because there should be 2. And then I can, as long as I, oh yeah, see, I did. I used a piece of it for the envelope. But there's the, because this is the rest of it, right? Like this is the bottom of the sheet. And I used the top part of this, I think, for one of these little envelopes back here. Yeah, this piece. So I could fussy cut his head out and then stick it on top of the envelope. It's just sitting on his body so that he's still there in full. So let's do that. All right. I should go grab my fussy cutting scissors. I've been using those scissors all the time now, Peggy. Call me PC. I will. Sounds good. I'll try to remember. I might end up calling you positively, but I'll try to remember the PC part. Betty, you'd be afraid the washi tape would rip. That's a fair statement. So we're just going to chop out his head here because it's not hard to fussy cut that. Teresa, hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. I was cleaning my cat's room. No worries, you're not late. We're still here doing our thing. We only just started. All I've done so far is talk about what we're doing, and I stuck down a piece of lace. So no worries at all. Not late at all. How are you doing today, Teresa? Mary, you ordered it from Nick Nook in New Brunswick. I haven't heard of that one. But there's so many companies that are just phenomenal. I try to support my local ladies, but there's so many great local people. I just bought a bunch of paper yesterday. Oh, you guys, it's so pretty. If you want to see it, let me know. I'll go grab it. You guys know I like the Art of Alchemy paper. It's, I think they're like in Finland or something. I don't know if it's a Sweden maybe. I don't know. They're in somewhere like that, I think. And Poland maybe. Anyway, and yeah, they had some new paper come out that I bought, and I'm like in love with it. No idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I love it. Cheryl, hello Cheryl, hello. Do you love them? Teresa, that is gorgeous paper. Thank you. It is super gorgeous paper. It's a paper rose set that I bought last year. It's still available on scrapbook.com. I know that. I did check before I went live so that if anybody wanted to, there was a link in the description. And then I also have some cut aparts for it and that kind of stuff. Oh, Harriet, that's a cute comment. Okay, let me go back up. I just kind of got confused there for a second. Cheryl said hello. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Teresa, I'm great. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Val, you want to see my paper? Nessie, you want to see my paper? Mary, you want to see the paper? Okay, I'll grab the paper. Harriet, you're so cute. That sounds like an Animal Crossing store. That does sound like an Animal Crossing store. That's a very, very fair statement. All right. So I bought 3 collections that just came in my local store because they bring this in. And this is the first one. So this is Underwater World. And it's from Art of Alchemy. I think they're in Poland. I want to say they're in Poland. I could be wrong. Because I also get Craft O'Clock. So they're also, I think they're in Finland or something. Anyway, so this is the first one. It's called Underwater World. And it has just this beautiful, like, watery-esque look to it. And then the backs are like these cool wood things. So yeah, I'm in love with it. So this was the 12x12. It also comes in 8x8 and 6x6. And then there are also cut aparts for it. So of course I got the cut aparts because you guys know I love cut aparts. So that's it. If you want to actually, do you guys want to see the sheets? Do you want me to actually pull them out? I could. It won't take very long. I'm going to pull them out because I want you guys to see how stunning these are. We're going to quickly take a gander. All right. So you get this sheet that comes and tells you what it is, but there's always stuff on the back to cut. So this one gave you like little front scenes, which is pretty cool. Right? And then this is the actual paper. And it's very like watercolor-esque, and it's got vibrant colors that you guys know I love. And then the B side is like rusty looking, you know. Yes, Paper Rose is Australian. Yeah. Art of Alchemy, I'm pretty sure, is from Poland, and I think Craft O'Clock is from Finland, but I could be wrong on that. Yeah, so then this is so... And then it has like these cool little scenes. So if you wanted to do like card fronts, you could cut just this, like these pieces and do these cool card fronts. And then sometimes on the back side, they have like watercolor texture and then like a scene. Like, yeah, so pretty. And then on one of the sheets, this is probably my favorite sheet. I love that you're like looking out like a window at like this just stunning scene. Like, how cool is that? Right? So it's just like you're just looking at this scene. I love this. I don't know. I almost want to just frame this piece and just have this because it's just so, so pretty. I don't want to cut this piece. I'm like, this is stunning. And then its backside is like a watercolor with a little bit of text and a little bit of like color that you kind of like bundle. Like, I don't know. It's just, they're stunning. So this is probably like my favorite. But they have all this great watercolor and scenes like built into the watercolors. That one has like little birds flying away. And then the other side is this really like rustic, almost steampunk-esque look. Like it's just really cool to have that kind of like really pretty subtle stuff and then this just vibrant rustic looking stuff. So I love those. And then yeah, we got this really great scene up in this corner with like this cool octopus and stuff. Like how flippin' pretty. And this one has like waves. And then this is the last sheet because you get 6 sheets. So again, you have these really cool like scene pieces. And like, I love this little house. Like it's just really pretty. I have a thing for houses though. Like I love houses. So, and then the back of this one you guys saw because it was the back of the sheets and it's kind of this like wood look. But yeah, so that's the first set of papers. I'm just going to throw them back in their bag so I don't lose them. I know, yeah, I'm with you, Marcy. I find it really hard. So then I just collect them and pet them and put them away. Right? Because I hate to cover stuff up. But there are cut aparts for these as well. So they're like, on this one there was some mermaids and there's a bunch of underwater stuff. There was some windows. They're just really, really pretty. So that was the first guy I bought. Put that there. And then the second one I got is the Tales of Moss and Fern. This one's brand new. Actually, these two are brand new. The underwater one just came out and the Tales of Fern and Moss. And this one's more of like a fantasy feel. They, you know, they have like mushrooms and just different kind of fantasy-esque stuff. So then this one on the back of the like front card, you got little, like you got a couple of cut aparts and then some little scenes. Like they're just really, really pretty. So that's pretty cool. And then this one's way more of a green. They're pretty much all green and it's way more of like a fantasy feel to them. And I love this like weeping willow looking tree. That's so pretty. So like if you want to do a card front, you could like cut it, you know, and have this be kind of like your card front. And then use the other stuff as background papers. But this one almost looks more like alcohol inks, like in the way that it kind of moves. So like the water one was all like watercolors. This one feels very alcohol ink to me. And then this is the back side. Like, doesn't that kind of look alcohol ink-ish? I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I get from it. And then you have these really pretty like little butterflies or fireflies or whatever you think those are. So that's quite pretty. There's one page in here that I would also frame. Like, you'll see it here in a minute. I think it's after, I think it's 2 more. But, you know, it focuses a lot on, like, mystic trees. And there's, like, mushrooms and moons. This has a cut apart as well, which I also bought. But, yeah, this one just gives me more of a, like, alcohol ink feel to it. And then that's the back side. So the back side is very, you know, background layers. But it's hard to cut the front side, so it's kind of funny. I haven't been reading anything, but Cheryl, hi, and thanks for the warm welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for hanging out. You guys are asking to see the sheets. Very fair. We are looking at them. That piece you'd frame. Yeah, Harriet, that one's so pretty. Beautiful papers. Yes, they are. So pretty. How do you choose the side to cut? I think I read that one already. Yeah, this one kind of is very Lord of the Rings-esque, right? Like, it's more mystical than the underwater one. But yeah, so that's kind of that. Nessie, it's giving me the vibe of David Bowie Labyrinth. Whoa, fair. Labyrinth was pretty cool. Yeah, it's the next page is probably my favorite, and I would frame it. So then you have this guy, and you have like this little, he's almost kind of like a gnome, but he's more like a troll. Like, he looks gnome-esque, but he also gives me troll vibes. But then you kind of have like just this cool edges, right? And then this is the back piece for this guy. And I love the colors in this. And I'm not generally drawn to greens, but I love this like blue green vibe. And then when you guys see the next paper, you're going to understand. Okay, so this is the next paper. Tell me that's not worth framing. Like, what? It's so stunning. And look at the little like wizard, you know, and like there's like this little house that people are living in, and there's this just stunning tree, and it's on a book. And you guys know I'm like an avid reader. I love reading. And then there's just these stunning trees in the background. Like, this right here is stunning. I love it so much. So I'm like, you could just frame this and have this just be an art piece. Yeah, it's way too nice to cut up. Like, I don't think I could cut this page. It's just incredibly stunning. So I'm tempted to just keep that forever and just, yeah. And then you have this really cool, like, alcohol-y ink background with some leaves. And this side's pretty too, but, like, this side's just a stunner. Yeah. Stunning. And then we go into a little more of the blues. But it's still such a fantasy-esque feeling, right? You got, like, a moon and some trees. And you almost have, like, purple in here, too, like blue and purple with some orangey rust colors. Like, it's just such a cool color palette. And the back side is kind of, again, like worn papers. But yeah, very pretty. And then this is the final piece right here. And I love this. This is almost Halloween-ish a little, right? Like, you got like some spider webs and like a little lady who could be a witch or could be a troll or could be, you know, and then this little lady could be a witch. So it's just kind of a cool, very cool paper. And then you saw the background because this is the final piece. But yeah, so that's that paper. And then I picked up one more yesterday. And keep in mind, I did also grab all the cut aparts for these because I like to fussy cut. I find it really relaxing. So it's cheaper. I don't think they don't do a cutout version. You have to cut everything yourself, which again, I don't mind doing. So I did buy the adjoining cut aparts for these papers. But yeah, this one's just, that book page is just stunning. And I love that there's a little version of it right here. In the like little like extra that just tells you what the papers are. Love that. And then I bought this next one, and it's more of like it's an older paper, but I loved the watercolor-esque feel of it. So it's Whisper of the Mountains, and like, I don't know, this is just the back page, and it's just so pretty. And I thought this would be really cool for like a traveling style thing, like, because I thought about making like a little traveling journal. So it has a lot of watercolor feels to it. So then it gave you like a bunch of cut aparts and some like little cool tickets. I thought these were really neat on this like front cover page. I love the suitcases and the owl too. Like, this is just kind of cool because these are extras, right? It's just the piece that tells you what's in it. And then we go into like a watercolor-esque, but then there's a lot of texture. There's so much texture in them. But like, look at these cool mountain scenes. Like, it's just really pretty. I just thought it would be beautiful for like a traveling paper. And the backside, of course, is just more subtle, so you can layer with it. But it has this kind of cool plaid with like rustiness to it. I don't know, I like the rustiness. I think it's really fun. And yeah, there's just these really cool like hiking scenes. And like a bridge that kind of goes across to like a canyon. Like, it's just so pretty. So these really pretty scenes. And then this one's cable knit, which I don't know if I would use, but it's a cool textural piece for the background. I think that's neat. The last page in this one, the like side you haven't seen yet, is probably my favorite of this set. And you'll see why here in a second. But then there's like a cabin that's reflected in the water. And like a mountainscape. And then there's just, you know, text and interesting texture in the background. And this one's a map on wood, which I thought was a kind of a cool background piece. And then we have some more, like, they're just really cool scenes, right? Like, so it's like an adventure. I think this would be a great adventure traveler's, like a traveler's notebook, or, you know, that's what I kind of thought when I saw it, was what I would want to turn it into. See, that's really pretty. And you give me 1 second, you're going to, the next page is my favorite, and you'll see why. So this one kind of is just very focused on travel, right? Like, just kind of cool. And then there's that really cool texture again. And then this is another map. And I like maps. I think they're really cool. So it's quite pretty. And then you have this scene. And this scene, for those of you who've ever been to Vancouver Island, makes me think of Victoria a little bit. I mean, it's not exactly, because of course, but it just, that's where my mind goes when I see it. And I love this piece. I just think it's so pretty. Like, this would be a perfect front of a traveler's notebook. You know, like, cut it just straight down and have your 2 pages be your front and back. Like, it just, I mean, Betty, what do you think when you see this, Betty? Does it make you think of Victoria? Because that's where I went with it. Harriet, did you see the Craft Your Life kit from Altenew a few months ago that was a book with a floor image coming out of it? It was so pretty. That book page per you just showed reminded me of it. No, I don't think I saw it, Harriet. I don't usually follow Altenew. I kind of told myself I wasn't allowed to, you know, want everything. So I had to pick a couple of companies and kind of like limit my, because I can't own everything. So I did have to kind of, you know, limit all the companies I keep an eye on. But yeah, that is the papers that I bought with their matching cut-aparts. What do you guys think? That makes you think of Scotland. Oh, okay, I've never been to Scotland, so I hope to go to Scotland one day. It's on my bucket list of things I want to do before I go. Now, this really reminds me. You should take a look. It's really pretty. I'll have to take a look, Harriet. Or if I forget, you should link it in the Facebook group, if you don't mind. Because I will see it if it's in there. It's called Literary Blooms. Okay. I got a paper set from Craft O'Clock. It was a while ago, and it's called Lovely to Read. And it's all these blue shades, and it's books, and it's just so pretty. But yeah, so those are the papers I bought yesterday. Really excited about them. I'm just going to put them away. I don't know if I bought the big one of Lovely to Read. I wanted to show it to you. I got the base papers. I might have only gotten them in the... What are you? You guys, I have so many papers. I don't even know what to do with myself. Oh, yeah. There it is. It's Lovely When You Read, actually. And I'm going to quickly show you the cut-aparts. These are the cut-aparts for the Lovely When You Read collection. Because it comes with 2 sets. And this is the second, because I cut one of the sheets and then I save the other sheet in case I need them. But yeah, this is the color palette for the Lovely When You Read by Craft O'Clock. And it's so pretty. Like there's, what do you get in these? You get 18 sheets. Okay, so you get, I think it's, you get 6 sheets 3 times is I think how you get it. So I usually always cut one and then I have that ready to go. And then if I need other things, I'll cut them as I need them. But yeah, so pretty. And this is their cut aparts for the Lovely When You Read. And it's such a pretty color palette. Like I have an idea of what I want to do with it. So we'll see. And then this is the other one because Craft O'Clock does 2 cut aparts. And this is the other one of the Lovely When You Read. So it's like dogs and cats and people and like candles and stuff. Like it's just such a pretty color palette. Yeah, so this is the Lovely When You Read one. And then it has florals in this one. And then it has like other really fun elements in this one. But that one's Craft O'Clock. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Poland. Okay, so Craft O'Clock's in Poland. Paper Rose is in Australia. And I'm pretty sure Our Develcamy is in, I don't even know, guys. None of them are here, I know that. Yeah, and then if the Lovely When You Read paper. So this, because I couldn't decide. This is the problem, is I couldn't decide. So I got the full-size pages in 12 by 12, because these are the background pages. And then I got the background, like this is a second set of background pages in 8 by 8. Because I couldn't decide, and it's all florals and books, and like there's like a book nook, and there's, I don't know, it's just so pretty. So yeah. I have so many papers. I need to do more paper-based projects. Because I love pattern papers. Anyway, back to our current project. Or I'm never going to get anything done on this. Okay. So Nessie, excuse me, you liked the nature one? That was your favorite? Did you guys have a favorite out of those papers that I just showed you? They're all really pretty. But I would love to know if you had a favorite. And what would you make with them if you had them? I need to think of some fun projects to use them in. Betty, you like the nature one too? Yeah, it's quite pretty. They're all really pretty. They're just very, very different feels. You're right. That's so true. I could just do a live showing off all the papers that I want to buy. I know I've got quite a collection. I avoided pattern papers for so long, and then I caved and I just fell in love with some of them, and then I couldn't resist. All right, so he's gonna go right about there is his head. So that would work. Okay, so if I glue that there, and then we're gonna just put his head on top of the envelope. Yeah, that works. So then we don't have to worry about it. So many amazing companies. I know, Harriet, that's my problem, is there's so many great companies out there, and I can't purchase from everybody, or I would be, broke, and my husband might try to leave me or something crazy. I'm kidding, he wouldn't. But you know what I mean? Like, I can't buy from every company. There's just so many great companies. So I have to be a bit, selective on what I do. So, it's one of those things. That one's beautiful too. Yeah, the Lovely When You Read is it's a stunning paper collection too. And I could do, you're right, PC, I could just do a live of all of the beautiful papers I've slowly started to collect. I have a decent collection now. I need to come up with more projects with papers so I can kind of use them. Peggy, I have too much paper, so I'm sorting through it and getting rid of what I won't use. That's fair. I try not to buy things that I, but I mean, sometimes you buy things and you have a project and you never get to that project, and then what do you do with it? Okay, what should we do with this envelope? We should decorate it, maybe. What should we decorate with it? I don't want to, it's hard because I don't want to cover up too much of the vellum, because I do love that it's a vellum envelope. So I'm thinking maybe we do some white heat embossing on it. And that would kind of maybe even just the flap. We could do, what if we did snowflakes, white heat embossed on the envelope? What do you guys think? And then we're going to add his head back on so he's not being hidden by the envelope. Right? So his head's going to go back on the inside of the envelope. But maybe we do snowflakes on the flap of the envelope. And then maybe I could put some lace or something behind the envelope just to add a little bit of something, something. Do you have any white rub-ons? I do have white rub-ons. They're not Christmas themed though. Let's see. I can pull out my rub-ons and we can take a look. I do have some Christmas ones, but they're black from Tim Holtz. But I can pull out my rub-ons and we can take a look. I also have some leaves and stuff. So I have like, these are my rub-ons. But we could do some white heat embossing too. So the rub-ons that I have that are white, I don't know how well you're guys going to see this because they're white on white. But it's like, there's text. There's like a whole bunch of text in the background. And I have 2 of those because I thought they were really cool. And then I have like butterflies and stuff, but that's not really Christmassy. None of these are really Christmassy. I mean, we could, some of them, like you could use like a red piece. And then these ones are Christmassy because they're from the Tim Holtz Christmas one, but they're black. So they're quite a bit darker, right? And then these ones are bugs and Halloweeny. So these ones are Christmassy. So I mean, those would work. The other ones aren't really very Christmas. Snowflakes, I would feel, would be better. Yeah, I think snowflakes would be really pretty if we white heat emboss them on the flap of the envelope, maybe. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And maybe we could use like one of these like fa la 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 strips and like add it to the top or something. Like, because he has these, like, it's a wonderful life, Merry Christmas, wish, like, joy to the world. And I'm wondering, we could, like, rub them on, like, across the top. And that might be kind of a cool, like, border. Ooh, I could go all the way around with them, and that could just make, like, a really cool border on this page. What do you guys think of that? That might be neat. If we use, like, the Christmas lines and just went, like, around the page. I mean, some of it's going to get covered up, but that's the nature of layering. So that might be an idea. You guys tell me what you think of that. I'll keep the Christmas stuff out and we'll put away. We'll put away the ones that are not Christmassy at all because we don't really need those. I also have some cool film strips I thought about adding. I'll pull those out. Like they would just be like a cool addition to the folio. Like maybe in one of the pockets or behind something. I have these kind of like film strips and they come in different, like there's skinny ones, there's big ones, there's really long ones you can cut if you need to. And I have them in a couple of different colors. Mostly I have them in a neutral and then purple because the purple, it's not the right purple, but it could be cool. So that might be a background piece behind something. So we'll set those aside too, you never know. All right, let's white heat emboss some snowflakes first because that's a great idea, I think. And we're just gonna do the flap of this. Because I think that would look really cool. Ooh, where are the film strips from? They are from, these ones are 49th and Market, and they're a part of their Essentials collection. So they're doing Essentials collections that are like all specific colors. So I got the neutral ones because I thought they would be fun. So I like pewter, stone, and hickory. And then I also got eggplant because I love purple. And then Tim Holtz has that new die that also has that film strip, which I have. We could actually cut our own if we wanted a different color. But these are just kind of neat because they're like acetate pieces, right? Oh, I guess I could show you the back. They're acetate pieces. So they have that like sheen to them, which is really neat, right? So they have this like sheen, and then they have the middle piece. So if we wanted to put an image behind it, you have the sheen that sits on top too. Right, so that could, I mean, I don't know if that would, but you know, like you could have them in the background of something or tucked in something. Because like in here, I have like tickets tucked into a, right? Yeah, so those could be cool, and I haven't used them. I just thought they were incredibly neat when they came out, so I bought a bunch, but I haven't used them in anything, so. I could put some crumpled up tissue paper behind the envelope too if we wanted some like texture behind it. That would be an awesome. It doesn't have to be on this page, right? But I'm just kind of thinking. So like on the front here, when I did it, I have like crumpled up tissue paper behind this, and then I have a piece of chiffon ribbon, because I thought that was kind of neat. But I think we're going to do the snowflakes, and then we'll do the border, and then we'll do something else. Maybe we'll tuck a film strip into the envelope. That could look cool, just kind of sticking out. Okay, so I need to grab some stamps. I think I might grab the ones we used in that last live stream, just because they're kind of cool. Or do I want a more... Let's see. I'm trying to think of what snowflakes I want to use. Because you guys know I love snowflakes, so I have a few of them. So we could use these funky ones that we used in the last... Remember when we did that shaker card? We could use those. Or we could use... Tim Holtz had some funky ones on his... the collection that he did, like the Stamptember ones. He has some cool snowflakes in those. So let's see those. That one doesn't have any snowflakes, but I'm pretty sure these two do. Oh no, this one does. 2021 doesn't have any, but 2022 has these kind of like funky snowflakes. We use those. What do you guys think? Tim Holtz snowflakes or Simon's snowflakes? Harriet, you didn't see Tim's die. I have it. Ooh, where did I put it? The one with the film strip, you mean? It was one of his new, he just did it in the last release. But I separated out some of my dies because I was going to put them, oh, it's right here. This one. So he did like a tall and thin film strip, and then he did like a single film strip. And then there are also windows that fit either in the film strip or in the, so you could put like a little picture. And this is the Vault Picture Show. So this came out in his second Vault release of this year. I think it was the second one. Was it the third one? Second one, I think. So yeah, there's that too. If we want to die cut, but I kind of like love to use some of those acetate ones. They're pretty neat. I'm leaning towards these kind of funky snowflakes. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. And we're going to stamp them down on the envelope. You're welcome, Harriet, anytime. I like film strips, so when he brought that out, I was like, woohoo! Yeah, the funky snowflakes? Okay, sold. We're going to do Tim Holtz funky snowflakes. So I grabbed a couple of acrylic blocks here. This one might be too small, actually. Might have to grab a bigger one. Yeah, that one's going to be too small. Because I'm just going to stamp like a little pattern on it. Where's another acrylic block? I guess I can use this one. I have a weird collection of acrylic blocks. Like none of them match. I don't know where half of them are from. Okay. There. So we're just going to build our own little pattern on there. And I think, should we do white embossing powder? Or we could do, I have this funky holographic one. Or, what do you guys think? White or holographic embossing powder? I actually also have the sparkling snow one from Wow. The holographic might, you might not be able to see through it well. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Holographic, white, or snow? White, white. Okay, white. Alrighty, white it is. Sparkling white would be nice. Well, I'm pretty sure the WoW one is sparkling white. I think the holographic one's just holographic. Like, I don't think that it... Because this snow one, I'm pretty sure is white with sparkle, whereas the holographic one is just sparkle. So should we do sparkle? Because I'm pretty sure it's white and sparkle. I haven't used it in a little bit, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. So what do you think? White or sparkling snow? Put your votes in. White with sparkle. Okay, well, let's hope that it is actually white with sparkle, because I haven't used it in a while. Because I tend to just do white or clear. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mask the fold off. Oh, uh-oh, wee-woo. What's over here? I'm going to take some low-tack tape, and I'm going to mask the fold so that I can stamp my snowflakes up to the edge of the envelope. Oh, my neighbor's dog is going to bark. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The thunderstorm has passed, so that's good. It's just raining a little bit now. Okay. Let's do this. Sparkling snow. Okay, we're going with sparkles. And let's really hope that it is white. I'm pretty sure it's white, but we're going to find out. And I know my MRSA mark's dirty. I have a fresh pad, but I'm saving it for like clear embossing and stuff instead of white embossing. I think we might get 3 or 2 of each snowflake on here. So that should be pretty. Can you guys hear my neighbor's dog barking? I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully you can't, but I never know what the microphone can actually pick up. Okay, let's do that off the edge. And then we're going to stamp off the edge over here. Let's actually change it out. We'll do this one. Sorry, that was kind of loud. Oh, I think I touched snowflakes there, but that's okay. And then one more on the flappy do here. There. Hopefully that's going to look cool. You do not have the dog. Okay, good. I can never tell what the microphone can pick up, right? So I'm like, I hope you guys can't hear this dog just blaring in the background. I mean, I can hear it, but I hope you can't. All right. That's going to look cool, even if it's just holographic. I hope it, I'm pretty sure it's a white base, but I haven't used it in a bit, so. Yeah, I kind of messed with my, that's okay. You guys see that? I think that's going to look really pretty. Okay. You guys aren't being very chatty today. What's going on? What's happening? What are y'all doing? Are you crafting? Are you just hanging? Are you reading? What are you doing? I know Peggy's probably watching the show, because she usually is. And Marcy, you're working. What's everybody up to? Whoop. There. Nessie, you're just hanging out and watching, hey? I like it. It's pretty late for you, I think, isn't it? I remember you saying that it was late for you last time you were in. All right, so I'm just gonna remove the tape. There we go. Oh, Harriet, you're making some birthday cards. Exciting. Are you making me one? I'm just kidding. My birthday's not for a little bit yet. Not for another, what a week. We're going into August here soon. So another two months and then it's my birthday. But not quite yet. Okay. Mary, you're cleaning your desk? Oh, good call. Yeah, it's midnight there. Yeah, I thought it had to be a bit late. All right, this is going to be a little loud. Just so you guys know. Oh yeah, it is white. Woohoo! There we go. Betty, you're prepping dinner as my son and family are coming for Thursday's dinner. Ooh, what are you making? There we go, guys. So it was white. I was pretty sure it was, but it was. And then you can see, hopefully you can see that sparkle in there. I'm hoping it's reading. I mean, I can see how much it sparkles, but I'm hoping I'm catching it in the light. So yeah, that will be, I'm going to let that cool a little bit and then I will fold it. So I'm just going to clean up this little bit of embossing powder I did not manage to get back in the container. Wipe it just into the garbage. There. Just so I'm not smearing it around my desk all day. Harriet, yours is near Thanksgiving, right? Canadian Thanksgiving. Yes, it is. It's usually the same weekend as Canadian Thanksgiving, just depending on how Thanksgiving falls this year. But you are correct. My birthday is right beside Canadian Thanksgiving. Okay, let's refold that envelope so it wants to lay down. There we go. Oh, that's flippin' pretty. Okay, so there you go, guys. We have a little decoration on this page. And then the head's going to go underneath like that. So when you open it, there's Santa Claus looking at you. Now we're going to add that border of really fun rub-ons around the page. Oh, yeah, it's really pretty. Hey, it's the, what is it? Sparkling Snow Embossing Powder by Wow. And it's got just this really pretty glitter in a white embossing powder. It does give you a little funny texture, but man, it's pretty. Very, very pretty. So you can put his snowflakes back. Sloppy Joe's, yum. That sounds lovely, Betty. I haven't had a Sloppy Joe in a long time, but that sounds tasty. Peggy, that's so pretty. I just got vellum and need to emboss on it. Absolutely. I think embossing on vellum is probably one of my favorite techniques to do with vellum. Because you guys know I love vellum. I like to put it on top of fun backgrounds and stuff. So it's just kind of a lot of fun to play with. All right, there it is. I say, where did I put my Christmas one? It's over here. Okay, we're going to do this like black border of like fun sayings that Tim Holtz has supplied us in the Christmas remnant rubs. It's your grandson's favorite dinner. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sloppy Joe's, like, you can't really go wrong. They just sound tasty. Okay, so we're going to use these ones first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I don't think I want the big ones. I kind of want these little ones first. And then if I need to bust out the second one, I will. Whoa, my hair's getting in the way. I might have to tie it back. What's a Sloppy Joe? Here we have Smoky Joe's, which is a cafe. A Sloppy Joe is like, I mean, Betty can probably explain it better than I can because I've never actually made one. But a Sloppy Joe is like a bun, like a burger bun, and then you fill it with, it depends on who's making it. Usually it's like a beef, kind of a beef sauce, or it could be a bean sauce. It depends on who's making it. How do you make yours, Betty? It's almost like chili on a bun, except not quite. I'm not sure if that explains it very well, but that's kind of the idea of it. If Santa was a little bigger, you could put a wobbler behind him. Yeah, he's not quite, his head's so small. And it's on the envelope, so then he'd be holding the envelope up all the time. But we could try a wobbler somewhere else. Harriet's gonna go get some dinner. What are you getting for dinner? Whoop, I just threw my scissors on the ground. Let's see if I can reach them. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna cut these into strips. So they're easier to lay down. Like a beef burger. Well, it's not a hamburger. Like, it's not in burger form. It's more sloppy than that. That's why it's called the Sloppy Joe. Yeah, it's almost like chili on a bun with no beans, except, I mean, it's almost, I don't know how to explain it well. I would honestly say it's like chili on a bun, except it's a majority of beef instead of beans. And it's sloppy, like it's drippy. Like, yeah, it's very saucy, but it's on a burger bun or a similar bun. But you don't add condiments to it generally. There you go, Peggy. That's probably the closest. Yeah, it's like a bolognese sauce with no noodles. Like, it's, yeah. I don't know if we're explaining it well, but I mean, if you Googled it, it'd probably show you what it is, Nessie. And you'd kind of see, it's like a really drippy sandwich that's mostly beef. I don't know if that's helpful. They're pretty tasty, though. But it would be similar to putting like a bolognese sauce on a bun. All right, Nessie's leaving too, but she's coming back. Okay, so let's work on our border, because I think that just look really cool. Because I'm going to have to trim some of them down, because some of them are not going to fit. Oh, there's a cat hair under there. Ah, go figure. Go figure that there's a cat hair. Oh, you were going to go look. Fair. You go look and tell us what you think. Something you had as kids. Yeah, I think it's usually like it's either like a easy dinner or kids usually really like it. It's like a lasagna meat sauce with no noodles. Yeah, it's a great way to describe it. Yeah. Now that looks yummy. Yeah, it's pretty tasty actually. I haven't had one in a long time. I'm coming over to your house for dinner, Betty. Just kidding. I actually have some lasagna for dinner, so. Well, there's a cat hair stuck under there, but. Well, not like anybody can be surprised that there's cat hair stuck on stuff that I have here, so. Okay, so I don't want Christmas cut off. What's short that I can fit there before we start going down? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can fit Joy to the World before I. Ooh. Maybe. I'm making a big pot, so come on over. Well, I would be there for breakfast tomorrow. I don't think I'd make it before dinner. For dinner time. It's a little bit of a jaunt. And then there's that stupid ferry. Like, I couldn't even drive all night to have some. I'd get stuck. Always better the next day. That's true. That is very true. My chili is so good the next day. My lasagna is actually pretty good next day, too. Anything with a meat sauce, I think, is just better the next day. Excuse me. Well, give me the plastic piece. Thank you. There we go. Now we get to go down. I find that anything saucy is better the next day once you're like your vegetables and everything has like time to meld together. I always kind of find that's true. Like everything's tastier the next day. So the question becomes, do I keep running the border this way or do I just stop in this corner and have it just be this corner? What do you guys think? Any opinions? I love toad in the hole here. Sausage covered in batter. It's really nice. That sounds like a corn dog, other than it's a corn batter and it's a hot dog. But it's like a hot dog wrapped in cornbread. Usually on a stick and usually deep fried. But I've never had a sausage covered in batter. I'm not a big sausage person, actually. I generally prefer bacon, like when you have breakfast choices. Maybe just stop above the center. So you think I should stop like here? That's on a slight angle. Shoot. That's okay. So you think my border should stop like... I wonder if I could do this one. Nope, it's not going to fit. Oh, that's too long. Yeah, take a look on Google. Don't ask me why it's called toad in a hole. Hey, what's the name of the one that you have and it's you cut a hole in your bread and you cook an egg in it? What's that one called? Because isn't that something in a hole? I want to say that it is. Isn't that something in a hole? I don't know. And it's egg, and you like cook it in the center of a piece of bread, but it's like pan fried, like a cooked egg. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about. Is that just egg in a hole? Okay. I don't know. I've never had it. I've just, I've seen it cooked. But I personally have never had one. So I just knew it was something in a hole. That's called Popeye toast? What? I've never heard it called that. That's kind of cool. I want a star. So you think we should stop like that, Peggy, and just have it be like that? What do you guys think? And then our really cool envelope is going to go like right here. I grew up calling it egg in the hole of bread. Toad in a hole. Yeah, see, that's what I thought toad in a hole was. Toad in a hole. When I hear toad in a hole, it makes me think of the piece of bread cooked with the egg in the hole, because that's what I thought it was called, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. I like that, but we could go further down the page. Like, I could go over the berries and stuff, and then it would just be like that whole side, but it's not bad there either. Does anybody have an opinion? Should I do the border the whole way down to the end here, or to leave it above this image? So it's like almost like a casserole of sausage. That's cool. No, leave it the way it is. I think I might try to cut one of these little stars out and put it there though, because I think they're really fun. I'm gonna cut this one. Leave it above the image. Okay, let's do that. And then now we need to decide if we want to put some texture behind the envelope or leave the envelope alone. You guys think about that. I'm just going to put this little star. No, that's slightly too high. Slightly too high. Can I move it? Yes. There we go. There we go. Put that little like star piece in there. Because I think that's fun. There. There. I think that's pretty cute. So yeah, do we want to put texture behind the envelope that you would see? It would be incredibly subtle, right? Because I mean, the envelope is 2 layers of vellum at that part, so you wouldn't see it very much because you can't see much of the purple come through. Or do we just leave it alone and just adhere that the way it is and then put Santa's head back? Does anybody have any opinions? I also want to put the 24th somewhere. Maybe not on this page though, because I lost the thing for it. So now I want to add it somewhere. The background fell off when I cut the star. So I'm like, I'm going to like just add it right there. Because why not? I can if I want to. And it's just kind of a fun little element. How are you attaching the envelope without seeing the adhesive? I'm going to use double-sided tape. Is what I'm going to use. So like this envelope has double-sided tape behind it. This is a vellum envelope that I made. You might be able to see the adhesive a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter because this is 2 layers of vellum, right? So I'm hoping it's going to be kind of hard. Let's put something below it so we can see. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so I have some right here. I also have some of this we could add, although it's not really the same. I have like this collection from Tim Holtz, but it's not really Christmassy, so maybe we don't want to do that. And then I have just his like super white tissue paper. So I was just going to use some in the background and like just add a little texture. So it would be like crumpled up and then glued down kind of thing. It wouldn't be covering Santa, but you know what I mean? And then the envelope would sit on top of it and you can just see the like texture behind the envelope. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very subtle, but it would just add like some texture. Does that make sense? That's what I was thinking. And then we're going to use some double-sided tape on the envelope to adhere it to the page. What do you guys think? So I'm just going to put this on right now. I like both. Well, thank you, Nessie. That's cute. I don't know which direction to go. I mean, both are going to be neat because it's going to be such a subtle amount of texture that it's not going to be in your face. Like, you'd have to be looking for it to catch all the difference texture there. So it's not going to make a huge difference, right? But I am going to use my double-sided tape right now while I'm thinking about it, while we kind of decide what to do. Just so it's ready to adhere when I get there. It's gonna be, yeah, gorgeous, hard to choose. I know, that's what I mean. Like, it's just such a subtle amount of texture, right? So it's not gonna make a huge difference, but it would just add a little je ne sais quoi behind the envelope. There. Because it's going to be like there. Obviously right now you can see the tape, but it's going to be harder to see once I actually take the backing off of that. Well, let's rip a piece and take a look, and then we can decide from there. Because if we don't like it, we can always add it to a different page, right? I mean, I could also put like a piece of ribbon at the top poking out. It wouldn't be this ribbon because this is too thick, like too wide, but I could have like a piece of ribbon like this, or not ribbon, sorry, lace, and have that sticking out. I almost don't like that, so I don't think we're going to do that. Well, I'm going to do this for a minute. Let's see. So if I rip a piece and I crumple it up, and then you kind of unfold it. Yeah, I decided I don't like the look of the lace. I thought it would be a cool idea, but I don't like it. So we're not doing it. But you got to try that, right? That's the whole thing. I have to try stuff out and see how it feels, and then I decide from there. So then we do this kind of like not this far ahead. So it'd be more like here. But I have to trial it, right? Just to get the feel. So it'd be kind of like this piece in the background. And then the envelope would sit over top of it. And you'd be able to see the texture kind of through the envelope. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that. But like, so that there's texture behind the envelope that looks kind of neat. So when you open the envelope, you get this like textury look. And then of course his head's going to be right here. So what do you guys think? Yes texture, no texture? Yes, no, maybe so. Well, you guys ponder. I'm going to have a drink. Nessie says yes. I mean, I like texture. I just think it's interesting. Harriet says no. How are you guys? Okay, whoever says yes or no next is what we're doing. Because we have one vote both ways. So, somebody else vote. Yes or no? Yes texture, no texture. And that's what we're going with. I'm in between Betty. That wasn't helpful. I have a cat here like trying to stick in my eye. Maybe Peggy. You guys. You're so funny. What do I prefer? You guys are hilarious. I like it both ways. That's why I'm trying to make you guys decide. Okay, I'm going with texture. Oh, Marcy said texture. Okay, we're doing texture. Done. Sold. Anybody who doesn't want texture, you're SOL. Because we're going some texture. I'm going to put just a little glue. You guys are so funny. This is like a collaborative experience. It's pretty fun. Because we're making something together. Because I don't really know what I'm doing. So it's kind of like playing with ideas until I like it and then adhere it down to the page. You guys are hilarious. Okay, here we go. So it's just like some cool subtle texture in the background because you're not going to see that. You're going to see the envelope. But then the envelope goes over top and then you can just, once I stick this down, I'll hold it up and hopefully you guys can see how cool that texture looks. So now we're going to glue this bad boy. Well, we're going to tape it down. So that's our next step. And then I think we're pretty much done this page unless we want to add anything else to the envelope, but I kind of like that it's, you know, got some subtle interests going on. But you guys tell me, should we add anything else to the envelope? I did ponder adding a wax seal, which we could do. All right. See if I can get this straight. I think I got it straight, guys. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Looks straight to me. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up. And hopefully you can see the texture behind the vellum envelope. Can you kind of see this like crinkledy texture in here? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm hoping you can see it. These fun crinkledy texture. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea. It just gives you like this really cool, subtle texture behind the envelope. And also, I mean, you could use the envelope as a pocket because I didn't seal the top. So if you wanted to add something behind the envelope, you could. And then the head is going to go right here, but we're not going to glue it onto the envelope. Like I want the envelope to be open, so it has to be glued like here. That's where his head's gonna go. So we're gonna glue that on. But I don't want it to glue across the envelope fold, so this part can't be glued. Good call, it looks nice. Okay, yay. Wax seal, yes. Okay, Val says a wax seal. We can add a wax seal. Although that's something I might have to do later just because to get all the wax seal stuff out. Right, it kind of... And I don't think I have a snowflake head for my wax seal. That's something I'm going to have to look into. But there you go. And then we are going to chop off the little piece of beard that, well, I guess I could leave it. It doesn't really matter. There's a little piece of beard hanging out. She's already going to be a bit chonky, so. Did anybody come up with an idea for this page yet? I feel like we're pretty good here, although we could add like a wax seal or something up there. I still need to come up with something for that page, though. I am just going to reinforce this fold a touch so that it wants to lay down a bit more. There we go. Because otherwise it kind of just tries to flap up all the time. Okay. So any ideas for this page? So refresh my memory. How did you make this folio? Was it a pattern you followed, or did you complete this makeup as you went? It's made up. And the breakdown is in a video I did last year. So honestly, I don't remember how I did it. That sounds horrible, but I don't. But yeah, there's a video, Harriet, that you can check out that made this folio from step-by-step scratch. Tells you where to score, how to tie the binding, because it has a ribbon binding, right? Because the ribbon is in the middle of this page. But yeah, we could put a wax seal up there. Let me just tuck these away so that I don't lose them in case we want to use them somewhere else. And then let's see what we can do. We could do a wax seal. I just have to go and grab some things. I know I watched the video. I just couldn't remember if it was pre-planned or if you came up with it as you went. Yeah, no, it was like, no. There's no pattern to follow. A lady at my local store made something similar, and I kind of got the idea from her. But yeah, there was no like set. There's no set anything for that. This is why I'm like feeling my way through what the heck I'm doing. So it's not my own original idea, though I've kind of changed it a whole bunch as we go. All right, so if we pull out my wax seals, let's have a look. If there's anything Christmassy-esque. So this is my Container O wax seals. And you know, I have a lot of florals because I like flowers, but I don't think I have a snowflake. Like there are a lot of flowers. There's a maple leaf. There's a tree. And then these ones are letters. So like I could do a C for Christmas or something. Whoop. But I don't have like a snowflake or anything. So we want to add a wax seal. I'm not... What do you guys think? You know what might be fun though? We could put a piece of chiffon, like ribbon in the corner underneath the wax seal. That could be really pretty. What about a small snowflake die cut? SC Santa Claus? Is that what you're spelling? We could do an S and a C. I want to get like a plain one too that's just flat, and then you can just push stuff into it. Trees would be nice. Well, the tree that I have is like this tiny, I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'm hoping it's in focus, but it's like this kind of tiny little tree. He's super cute. He would be pretty cute, like if we just did this tiny little tree. Otherwise, I have a maple leaf. I have a rose. I have a couple of roses, actually. I have some tulips. I have a potion bottle. Like, they're not really Christmassy. No, I don't really have a poinsettia looking flower. Not really. I mean, we could do a maple leaf, although, again, that's not really Christmassy. It's just cool because I like maple leaves. Is there a Christmas rose? Is that such a thing? I have this one that's like just a rose. Like it's just the flower. The word would have to be pretty big because they're pretty large circles. And then I have a rose that has like leaves and it's oval. It's really quite pretty. Woo! And then I'm gonna throw it at people. And then I have this rose. It's just a little different. So I do have 3 different roses. You want to do a red rose? I don't know if red would really match what color palette we have going. We're probably better with purple or green. We could do this oval one. It would be really pretty. Like, I think this is quite pretty with that like detail around it. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think. And then I think we're going to put a little piece of chiffon ribbon underneath it. And we're just going to press it into this corner with the chiffon piece of ribbon hanging out. That is what I'm thinking. Because I think that would be really pretty. And then we're going to pick, I don't know what color. It's going to have to be one of these colors because this is what I pretty much have. I have a couple of other colors, but not much. These are all the colors I have. So it has to be one of these. So you guys pick a color, and I'm going to go and get the lighter so I can light the candle. Because we might as well just do it now while we're working on this page. And then the page is finished and we can go on to the next page. So I'm just going to go and grab the lighter and you guys, the lighter, and you guys pick a color of wax that we can use. Ideally, it's something that kind of matches what we're working with for colors. Okay. What do you guys think for color? Let's see. Purple with some pink in it, a blue to match the paper, silver or white if you don't have blue or purple that matches. Okay, well this is the only purple I have, but we could mix a little white in with it. I do have silver and gold, and I do have black, although black seems a bit harsh. I don't really have a different purple, but I could mix a purple and a white, or I could do silver. Silver might be kind of pretty. I don't think I've ever done silver. What do you guys think about silver? thoughts. I'm gonna have some water. Harriet, you're saying silver? Because yeah, this is the only purple I have. And we have a bunch of pink, but there's not a lot of pink in the actual paper. So I could do like purple and white and hope that I could get a close enough color to what we've got going on. But silver is probably the easiest way to do it. So we're going to go silver. Okay. Silver sounds pretty. I think I want 4. So we'll put 4 wax seals in there. And then I just need to grab a piece of chiffon ribbon. I am going to shift this guy a little bit over now that that stuff's not sitting there. Put this stuff away. And then grab some ribbon. Oh, I just threw some ribbon on the floor. Oh, it was twine. I threw twine on the floor. Okay, there we go. And I'm thinking a white piece of chiffon ribbon would be really pretty. I'm going to go with this color right here. Can you sprinkle glitter into the wax? You can sprinkle glitter on the wax before you put the seal on it. Yes. That is an option. I'm going to give the chiffons just a little bit of a, like a fishtail banner look. I think that would be incredibly cute. So I'm just going to cut that while I wait for that to melt. You guys think I should put a little glitter in the wax seal? There we go. So that's what's going to go on the corner. It's like rolled over. Unroll. Glitter always works. Well, it's going to be rock candy, so it's not going to be white glitter because I don't think well, I might have some white glitter somewhere. But I have rock candy sitting right here, so I could easily sprinkle some of that in there. We don't do practice runs, Harriet. We just get in there and do shit. Purple glitter. Oh, I don't know if I have any purple glitter. Purple and silver would be pretty though. Let me see. I might have some purple glitter. If I can find it quickly-ish enough. That might be a different question. I actually have a poo ton of glitter. It's hard to whip it out easily. Because you guys know I used to do nails professionally, right? So this is actually a huge thing full of glitter. So I actually have a ton of glitter. Whether or not I'm going to find a color I want to use quickly enough is a different question. That's too pink. That's not bad. I mean, we could put like a little bit of this in there. Yeah, I have a lot of glitter. Because, like I said, I used to do nails, so I used to, I'd like to do glitter fades and whatever. So, yeah. Sorry, Peggy, what did you say? What did you say, Betty? Thanks, Peggy. Oh, Betty, you're so cute. You were yelling out silver. We could add some of this purple. It's not quite the right shade, but it's really pretty. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry to hear that. Perfect. Which one? Iranderson? Iranderson? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You think? I mean, we could sprinkle. What do you think? We could do this slightly darker one, or we could do the slightly more holographic-y one. You guys pick one of those two and we'll do it. That one I took out. Well, I took them both out. Do you mean the one in the glass jar or the one in the plastic tub? How about that? Glass or plastic? The first one. Hello, Karen. I'm sorry to hear you have a headache. That's no good at all. Did you take something? Hopefully you'll be able to feel better. The plastic tub. Okay. Not the glass bottle. Plastic. Okay, sold. We're going to sprinkle some of that plastic one on. Sounds good. This isn't even all the glitter I own, you guys. I'm just being honest. I don't even know what to do with all the glitter. Because I don't do nails anymore. So I use it in like, sometimes I use it in shaker cards and stuff, but it can be a little bit staticky because it's not really its purpose. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to use a piece of double-sided tape really quick, and I'm going to tape this guy down, just where the glitter queen. Yeah, I guess so. Pretty much, hey? Just because I don't want the chiffon ribbon to move when we go to do this. I want it to stay where it's supposed to be, and then we're just going to put the wax seal on top of it. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, are you guys ready for this? This might be interesting. I don't know, we're going to find out how good this goes. All right, let's hope I don't get glitter everywhere, because you guys know that's the herpes of the crafting world. Probably shouldn't say that live, but there we go. Okay, I'm going to get glitter everywhere. This is going to be fun. All right, are you guys ready for this? Here we go. Let's hope that we, let me get my little spoon. Where's my spoon? Oh, spoon. Either I'm, oh, there it is. I'm going to say either I'm blind or it fell off my desk. Because I have this like little spoon that I like to use for glitter. Okay, here we go. Everybody hold your breath. Okay, there we go. Hopefully we succeeded. And now we're going to make some little bubbly bits that we can add to somewhere else. Is everybody holding their breath for the reveal? I'm just trying to drip out the wax from the spoon and make little like circly bits, and then I can add those. We can add those on these page, or we can add them to a different page, wherever we want to do. Iranderson, how would you like me to say your name? Am I saying it okay, or is it something completely different and I'm not even close? Let me know. Aw, you guys, I have glitter everywhere. That's okay, I have a Swiffer. I have a Swiffer thinger for glitter. Okay, let's just, okay. Oh, Lisa. Okay, I will try to remember that. Lisa. Okay. So we've got a couple more drips, and then we should be able to lift that off. Go, wax, go. Nope, she's done. Okay. Let's clean that out. From Wyoming. Hello, Lisa from Wyoming. Glitter is the mess that just keeps on giving. Isn't it just? I know I probably shouldn't call it the herpes of the craft world, but it pretty much is. It just, you think you get rid of it and it just goes around all over the place. All right, we're going to tidy this spoon up before the wax gets solid in there, and then we're going to lift that bad boy up and see what we're up. Oh, it's an L. Is it L. Randerson? It's just lowercase. That's a good idea for the remaining wax in the spoon. Yeah, because then you can use the little pearls because they have a flat bottom because they're on my glass mat. So the flat bottom makes it so you can adhere them easily, right? So yeah, it's pretty great way to just use up the little bit of wax that you still have in the spoon. As I try not to leave wax in the spoon if I can avoid it. Ooh, sorry, that was hot and I dropped it. Oh, there we go. That was probably loud. Sorry, guys. And try to clean up the spoon as good as I can. Otherwise, we're going to have silver in the next go at it. And then we're going to... Okay, moment of truth. See if it's cooled off yet. It feels like it's cooled down. Okay. All right, I'm going to hold it up so you guys can check it out in all its glory. What do we think? Hopefully you can see all the cool dimension of that rose. Can you see the glitter pressed in? There we go. That actually is pretty neat. So when this is closed, you have this kind of like cool little piece of chiffon ribbon with a wax seal on the top. And I love wax seals that kind of aren't perfect. I always feel like they're just more handmade, you know? So the fact that it didn't stamp perfectly here because I had too much, I didn't quite center my stamp perfectly. I love that look. I think it's just so authentic and fun. But some people prefer perfect. So if you wanted to do it on your glass mat to get it perfect, you could do that. But I love that. And I think we're done with this page, guys. What do you guys think? I think we're done. I don't think we want to add too much more, although we could take some of those silver pearls and put them along the bottom or save them for a different page completely. You guys tell me what you think. You guys, will you like it? Oh, excellent. Lisa, you came inside to get out of a thunder shower and you stumbled onto an amazing folio. Yeah, this is pretty fun. I actually started this folio last Christmas in July and I have not touched it since. So I thought it would be really fun to work on, although we haven't figured out what to do with this page yet. I added a piece of lace and that's as far as we got to that page. And then we moved on to this page because I knew I wanted to put an envelope on it. So it's pretty fun. Beautiful, pretty. You like it? You like it? Okay, good. Well, on that note, it's my time to go to bed. Oh, fair, Nessie. Thank you so much for hanging out. Excuse me. Really, really lovely to have ya. I know it's late for you, so very, very, very understanding and fair. But thank you for hanging. Much appreciated. Peggy, you think it looks good? Okay, I think we're going to call it on this page, and we're going to work on the next page, which I think I want to do that tabby thing I was telling you guys about, where you like score the paper and you have like a whole bunch of flips. I don't even know what you'd call it. First off, we're going to clean up this glitter before it just sits here though, because I don't need random glitter just chilling on my desk. You guys, you should see my desk after lives. Lives is pretty much the only time that my desk looks like a mess. I'm such a tidy creator. And then we have a live and it's like, there's shit everywhere. Excuse my language. I don't swear on lives normally, but yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. Like, it's crazy. I really like the color combination. Yeah, I don't... If you've seen any of my Christmas in July stuff, I tend towards a very non-traditional Christmas palette just because I love the look of it. So it's kind of where I end up going. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer non-Christmassy colors for Christmas stuff just because I think it's really fun. Yeah, so did we have any ideas for this page? Anybody? Anybody? I don't know what to do with this page. We're going to move on to the page after this one probably. I think we're going to move on to this page. But if anybody had any ideas for this page, we could ponder them out. I mean, we could decorate like a tuck or something and put it on there. You know what? Didn't I do a purple? I want to say that I did a purple wax seal back here. Hey, I have a snowflake on that one. Do I have a snowflake? Okay, well, I lied to you guys then. I have a snowflake somewhere. But there you can see I used the leftover wax. What about a doily? Oh, that's a great idea. Well, are we good to do a doily on top of a piece of lace? Let's see. Let me pull my doilies and we will look at that idea. Ooh, where did I put those? Are they in this one? I think they're in this. Yeah, they are in this one. Okay, let's pull out a doily and see what we think. Apparently I have a snowflake wax seal somewhere, although honestly I have no idea where I put it then. I need to organize my office, something awful. My whole like crafting space is just... So this is the only doily I actually own, but we could do two. And then maybe in the pattern paper there's a bigger image we could cut out, because we could do something like this and then do like a big... kind of have them overlapping or something. I don't know. Let's play with this idea and see where we go. Because that's pretty much what this whole live is playing with ideas and trying to figure out what the heck we're going to do with them. I just have to clean up a few things because I'm getting a little overwhelmed here with stuff. Okay. Let's try that. We can get rid of the envelopes for now because I don't think we're going to add another one to this project. I don't think, but you never know. I mean, I have old music sheets we could like rip up too. Because some of the pattern paper make a tuck spot for a tag. Well, that's another idea, Lisa. That's what I was thinking. Like we could add a tuck spot on a page. Like we could cut out another piece of this cool pattern paper and then create a tuck spot and then maybe make a tag for it. I don't know. Let's play with a few ideas here. So if we do the doily idea, because there are other pages we can add tuck spots to as well. Use that half doily along with the seam of the book. Along the seam of the book. You mean like over here and then cut it? Is that what you mean, Peggy? Because there are some bigger images in here. Like this tree is bigger. So like you could have the tree as a focal. I think there might even be a house somewhere. The house would be flippin' beautiful if we can find one. It's been a long time. See, it's been so long since I've used these papers that I'm not 100% sure what's on them. So let's pull out the remaining papers and have a look at what we can work with. Because, of course, I use these papers to make this, right? So some of the papers I don't have left. But if we have one of these houses in a bigger size, that would be really pretty to use. Okay. I have two of these because I wasn't sure if I wanted to cut them out. So I actually bought an extra sheet of this. A half doily in my container. I have cut up doilies in my container, yes. It's not quite half though, it's like a quarter. Like I just have two little quarter pieces, but we could cut a doily in half if we have an idea. This we could kind of, this doesn't really work this way though. And that's gnomes. We have snowflakes because I didn't use this page. So we have two of the snowflakes. I don't think we have a big house. Because like I've cut up a bunch of these already, right? So that's all the papers we are working with. I was kind of hoping there was another big, I mean, the tree is big, but the tree's on the next page too. So there's not really any point in the tree. And then all of the die cuts are kind of smaller. Those papers are really pretty. Yeah, they are. They are quite pretty. So we can look through the die cuts and see if there's much in here. Because if it's in here, then I have more than one of them, right? Because we still have some of the die cuts that I could fussy cut. But like one of these houses would be, but they're not quite big enough to take full of the page. Like we'd have to add. But the snowmen are little. Are you talking about the ones in the pattern papers? They're quite small. I mean, that might be your biggest snowman that I have out of the set. Like, none of them are big images. So, like, the snowmen here, they're smaller than this snowman by, like, quite a bit. Right? The pattern paper doesn't have a lot of big images, which is almost too bad because we almost need a big image if we want to use that as, like, a focal of the page, right? The only big image was Santa Claus. Because this is kind of what's left of that sheet. Right? Because this is the second sheet of this one. Yeah, there aren't, I mean, sorry, the lantern at the base of the big tree. So you want to do the big tree, like this tree, and then this lantern? Is that what you're thinking? Because, I mean, we could use the gifts. Like, you could use the tree. The only problem with using the tree that I have is that it's literally the image on the next page. Right? So I was kind of trying to spice it up a little bit and have a bit of a different, but this is kind of the only big image in here. Unless we amalgamate some of them. What about just that lantern? Well, the lanterns are quite pretty. So, like, fussy cut out the lantern. Just the lanterns? Because that's about the same size as these guys, right? Like, they're not... Like, the house is almost the same size. But we can... Okay, well, let's fussy cut them out and see what we think. Because it's hard to know until we kind of have something to work with. And we also have the presents. And we could use, like, the 2 lanterns and the couple of presents. They do have a different color contrast, you're right. Yeah, because the lanterns are actually different colors. But they're silver, so that's kind of nice. I just cut the presents out because I wanted to see it. I don't think we're going to end up with all the presents. But what if we had something like this? What do you guys think? Or is that not? I mean, obviously we're not going to have... That's what I'm thinking. Do you think the presents would look good, guys? Or do you think that it's just better with just the lanterns? I'm cutting off the bottom piece. So what if we did, like, I cut it right here. So we had these three presents and the 2 lanterns. And then maybe we could put a little piece of something underneath it. So it doesn't look like it just got cut off. Okay, let's fussy cut that out and see what we think. Sorry guys, my nose is drippy. Please ignore my sniffles. It's because I start to get hot under the lights and then my nose gets drippy. It's kind of funny. I don't know if I want to cut those out like that. Let's leave that bow in for a second, then I might have to get rid of it. Because some of them, like, there's other gifts in front of them, right? So I don't know. I mean, if there's other gifts in the cut-aparts, I could add those too, and then that would fill some of that space that's cut off. I can, but it makes it louder. It's the same reason I don't turn the fan on. It's because I don't want you to, like, listen to wind. Woo! But I do have a window behind me. But I live near a busy street, and I'm always worried that the noise of the busy street is going to be irritating. Or just really loud. That is an option. I guess I could try to put the other gifts on the other side of the lanterns and see what we think of that. So the lanterns are in the center. Well, let me cut it and we'll look. See what we think. I'll work on it, Lisa. I'll ask them. The 2 that are in the room with me are fast asleep. One is hiding, and one is sleeping on a chair in the kitchen, like on the near the island. We have like a little sit-up island, and he is fast asleep on that chair. Oh, okay, bye, Betty. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your sloppy joes. I hope they're super tasty. I'm sure they will be. Hey, Peggy, are you watching your show? Is that on too? I know you watch a show while we hang out on Thursdays, or every other Thursday. Bye, Betty. Thank you for hanging. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm just cutting around a bow. That is one thing about that. It's probably kind of boring watching me cut things. Oh, exciting, Peggy. Did anybody go to jail that deserved it? Or wait, what were you watching? Do people go to jail in your show? It's like a courtroom show, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. People's Court or something, I think you said it was. Okay. What do we think about that? If I'm going to add gifts on the other side, I'm going to have to cut this one out. People's Court. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was People's Court. So we could do something like this. And maybe add those silver circle-de-doos to this page. Because that kind of goes with the... Is that enough decoration? I mean, do you want to... No. I don't want you on top, but I want to kind of mask this like cut off bottom piece a little bit somehow. What do we do for that? Do we have other gifts we can layer? Because there's probably smaller gifts somewhere. Oh, I like that little light bulb. I know there's a couple of gifts in this, so we could use maybe this guy. Ribbon crumpled would mask it. Do you think some crumpled ribbon would? Well, I don't know crumpled ribbon, but we could add like a piece of chiffon ribbon underneath it. Maybe? You can line those beads you made under the lanterns, like right underneath the lanterns. We could also put some more of the gifts kind of in front. That would kind of mask that a little bit too. But I don't know. Do we like that or no? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We could do like tissue, crumpled tissue paper. This is left over from the piece we did on the envelope. But we could do something like that, and that would just like lightly hide the like cut line of the page. We also could poke a hole in the top lantern and put some thread through it. Add some crinkled seam binding. I have some of the Tim Holtz seam binding. I think too many gifts on the left side. What do you mean too many gifts? It's 3. You don't like the 3? Because I'm probably going to cover the bottom. What do we think about that? And then some kind of thread or something coming out of the top of the lantern. And then it kind of gives you an idea of like other gifts, but you can't really see them. What do you guys think? Maybe a bit smaller. What a bit smaller? because this has to be as long as the base. And because it cuts up funny here, that I kind of have to cover the cut up. So you mean this smaller? Like the width of this? Like off balance. That's just me. What's off balance? I think it needs a gift on the right side. But I think that's going to throw it off balance. Because it's already so long that unless I cut this one out completely and get rid of it, it's not going to fit. You want the width to be a bit smaller. Okay, how about that? Add one to the right and cut off the outside one on the left. But you can't see the bottom one already. I don't think adding a gift on the other side is going to help the composition, though. So you're thinking like this, because you have to keep in mind that the page ends before the ribbon. So the page ends here. So you're not going to see much of a gift if we add one on that side. Like even if you cut this one off and we move this over, say, you're still not going to see much of a gift. And it can't be in front because they don't... So what do we think? Like if we take that one off, we also have no color variation if we lose this one. No, I kind of like it the other way. Sorry, Harriet. I kind of like it this way. And then some like ribbon or something going up from the top of the lantern that just gives it a little bit of something high, like tall. Yeah, because the page, like the ribbon makes it look longer, but the page ends right here, right? Like, so the page isn't very wide here. Thinking something like that. And then some ribbon going up the thing. Seam binding instead of that tissue paper. Let's see. Let me see what that looks like. If I can find this. Oh, there's some seam binding right there. I think I have some light blue seam binding that we could maybe tie into the top of that. Yeah, I do. I have a little bit of light blue seam binding that we might be able to tie into the top of the lantern. We can kind of use that. And then I have this seam binding, but I don't think it's wide enough. I don't have thick seam binding. I only have like a very little amount of seam binding. So let's make a hole and tie some ribbon because I think that'll look really pretty. We could even add a little eyelet that might look fun. Excuse me. Because we could go with a silver or, well, I have gray. I don't know if I have silver. I have a gray eyelet that I could put in the top. That's close enough to the silver. And then we could tie our ribbon in, because if I don't, it's so thin that I don't think it's gonna stay there. And we could tie this really pretty blue one up there. Let's try that and see what happens. Maybe this gray, or do I want to do a dark? Maybe I want to do a dark gray. I think I'm going to do this dark gray. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to throw it on the floor instead. Nice. I think it's this side. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think that's the right size for these. Nope, wrong hole. Thankfully, I started with the small hole because I couldn't remember if it was the big hole or the little hole. It's a big hole. There we go. That was not as centered as I was hoping, but that's okay. What are you guys all thinking? Share your thoughts with the class so I can know what you're thinking. Oh, I do. I need to move that down just a touch. Shoot. Looks lovely. Thank you, Lisa. Well, the lanterns were your idea, which is great because they are pretty much the only big image we had left to work with. So great idea, my friend. Muchly appreciated. Ooh, stop spinning around. There we go. Now I'm going to put a little bit of blue seam ribbon in there because I think it's really pretty. It's more of a pastel-y blue, but I still think it's going to look pretty regardless. So where's the end? There it is. Because I mean, there's so many shades of blue and purple in this that I think this will just be really pretty. Great collaboration, everybody. See, that's what's so fun about these lives and a project like this. Because, like, I have no idea where it's going. So we just kind of work on it together and it gets somewhere and then, right, we just kind of build from there. It's really fun. That looks groovy. That makes me think of that song. Or maybe her name is Groovy, I don't know. If you guys watch the retro music channel ever, you probably know what song I'm talking about. We like the retro music channel, so we watch it pretty often. And then it's funny when something from like the 90s comes on the retro channel, I'm like, how is that retro? I'm like, okay, fair. Maybe some days I'm just old. I don't know. Okay, let's move that up a touch so you can actually see the... So you're having a thunderstorm, Lisa? Us too. We just had one. I'm like hoping it doesn't start any more fires up here. We don't need any more of those. There. And then this is cool because it'll just hang off the page a little bit. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so it seems so weird. I know, that's what I mean, Harriet. I agree. Like, it's so weird when they put, like, 90s music on the retro channel, and I'm like, is that retro? But then I think about it, I'm like, I guess so. I guess that counts as retro music. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't feel like it should, but it's being treated that way, so I guess. I don't know. All right, let's start gluing stuff down and see where we're at. But I think this page turned out really, really pretty. We could actually shift it down a touch. So it's not quite centered, just maybe bottom third, because that'll give us a different visual look. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. What do you guys think? Maybe tuck you in just a touch more. The low 90s is not retro. Exactly, Peggy, I agree. You love music from the 50s and 60s? Yeah, there's some good music there. Every afternoon around 4 p.m., Lisa? Wow. You have like thunderstorms on timed events. That's crazy. Peggy, parts of AZ had a microburst last night. Trees, telephone poles down, roofs off. Oh, scary. You live at the foothills of the Rockies going into Yellowstone. Oh, very cool. I bet you it's beautiful. Picturesque. I bet you that's terribly picturesque, Lisa. Sounds like it would be. I actually grew up in the Rockies, but Canada part of it, and obviously. But I'm thinking we're going with this. So let's glue this bad boy in. Harriet. I can't read some days, I swear. I love Bon Jovi and they are now classic rock, which baffles you. Yeah, right. And then you think about how long you've been listening to them. I know, every once in a while something happens and I'm like, wow, am I old? Am I just old now? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, what do you do? Okay, so we need to start with the, where's my glue? There's my glue. We need to start with the fingerdings. So, Lisa, have you seen the Yellowstone show? I see clips of it like constantly, but I've never actually watched it, so I don't know. Like, it looks like it's pretty entertaining to watch. So we're gonna glue you down first. Hey, great. This is pretty, Ciara. Thank you, Harriet. Excuse me. Lisa, and lately it's very smoky from the Oregon forest fires. Yeah, we have some huge forest fires here going on right now. Jasper's on fire really bad. So Jasper actually got evacuated. And they, like, there's like, I think the gas station blew up. Like, it's pretty scary. So Jasper's got closed, which is, you know, not far from me. And then there's another fire in Golden, which is not close to us by any means, but yeah, so there's like a couple of forest fires going on in BC right now. I mean, we get forest fires every year, but it's always still like really sad, you know. Okay, I think I want that up a little more like that, maybe. Like that, maybe. Okay, I'm sorry my nose is sniffly. Sorry, that's probably irritating to listen to. You haven't seen Yellowstone, but you loved Longmire. Is that a different show? I don't watch much TV, so if it's a show, you'll probably have to tell me about it. I read a lot of books, like a lot of books. So I don't really watch. I mean, my husband loves cooking shows, so I do see quite a few of those. When I hang out with him, like I'll sit with him and he'll watch cooking shows. But I don't watch much TV, so. All right. So I'm assuming Longmire is like another show, or is that like a... I don't know, you'll have to tell me. I did watch all of Criminal Minds, though. I have to admit. I did watch all of that until they did the weird reboot. And then I was like, meh, I'm good. This reboot's weird. Have you guys seen Criminal Minds and the reboot? It got weird. Lisa, it's about Wyoming law. Okay, an officer in a Wyoming town. Just loved it. Oh, that's cool. It would be kind of neat to see shows like that, like where you live, right? Like, that would be a lot of fun, I think. Okay, I think you're adhered. Now we're going to glue this funky piece down. Does anybody, what do you guys like to watch? Like if you like shows, what is your kind of favorite show to watch? Sorry, my bracelet like hits the glass mat too. Hopefully that's not loud. There we go. And then I think we should add some of these silver wax sealy dots that we just made. Mama Juju Crafting on the back 40. Hello. How are you today? Thanks for coming to hang out. Do you have a name you'd like me to call you other than Mama Juju? If you do, let me know. We are making this fun Christmassy folio. That's what we're working on today. And we got 2 pages done. Well, I think this page is almost done. So we've got 2 pages done so far. And then we're going to flip over to the 3rd one and figure out what the heck we're doing there. Once this one dries a bit more. Did I glue? I thought I put glue back there, but it's not staying down. Where are you from, Big Mama Juju? Or Mama Juju Crafting on the back 4T. That sounds like fun. Okay, let's glue. Well, do I want that glued down? Maybe I don't. Maybe I kind of like this free floating thing. And then we're going to add some of these, if I can get them off the mat. Juju or April is fine. Okay. Well, I can call you Juju. That's fine. Or April. I'm good with either. It's just always easier if I don't have to call someone their full YouTube name the way it comes up. Mississippi. Mississippi is fun to spell. I know you probably hear that a lot, but Mississippi. Very cool. We were just talking about the crazy fires and the weather that we've been having. Do I want to do this? Okay, I'm going to play with the layout of these and figure out where I think I want to put them. So we're just making this funky folio with some really pretty paper rose papers. And we did a back seal on the page, the next page behind this one. And I saved some of the silver wax left from that. And I made these little bead thingies. So we're going to put them maybe on this page and just trying out some placement ideas. And this guy has a tail. Stop that. There we go. Yeah, so what kind of crafting do you like to do, Juju? So we could do something like this. That kind of frames in the picture. Or I kind of like these ones down here. I mean, we don't need to add these 3. We could just have these 3 down here. Or we could do like 5 down here. And then save 1 for a different page. That could be kind of pretty. And then save this 1 for just to go somewhere else. Very pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I'll show you the other pages here in one sec. Let me just let me get this page sorted, and then I'll show you the other pages, the other page that we made, and then I can show you the whole book. Mixed media art junk journaling. Oh, fun! I'm kind of trying to get into that. I do a lot of mixed media stuff, but not a lot of junk journaling. But it's a really fun way to be creative for sure. So I don't know. Would you guys think the silver? They kind of look really nice there. I think. We just added a wax seal, so we're having all sorts of fun here. And I think I might have to add a dot of glue to this ribbon to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But for right now, it can just kind of hang out of the page. But what do you guys think about them across the bottom of the thing here? Kind of like, I like it. I think it adds to the composition of the page. I'd love to hear what y'all think. Perfect. Okay, Lisa likes it. Excellent, excellent. I think they're kind of fun down there, hey? And that one that we have left, I'll add somewhere else. I'm trying to tidy up a little bit as we go here. Whew, so my desk isn't quite like my desk is always a crazy mess after we finish these lives. Like it's always a little bit crazy. Peggy, you like it? Harry, you like it? Okay, I'm sold. Let's put them down and then we can go to the next page and see what we can do. I feel like this page is done. Do you guys think we should add anything else? I kind of feel like it's done. Juju likes it? Okay. I I think we're good. We're going to glue them down and we're going to move on to the next page. And I'm not doing anything on the left side of the page just because this is a gift for somebody and I want to leave that open for them to add their own touch if they want to. You think it's done too, Harriet? Okay. Harriet, you're saying hello to Juju. Very nice, very nice. So we'll let those grab for a sec and then we'll flip the pages. But I can show you the front ones, Juju. Do you ever use Wink Stella? That would be pretty on the glass part of the lantern. We absolutely could do that. We could also do some glossy accents if we are going to wait for it to dry. I have clear glitter. I actually use the Spectrum Noir clear glitter pen, but it's the same as the Wink Stella. I actually have a Wink Stella. It's right here. I think it's almost empty though, so I've been using the Spectrum Noir. But we could add some glitter onto the glass and then do some glossy accents over top if we wanted to do something like that. I will never say no to glitter. I mean, we have to wait for that glue to dry anyway, so let's do this right now. And I can fold that piece down and then we can... I need to buy a new one soon. Mine are getting a bit empty because I use them fairly often. The only thing is if we use glossy accents, it's going to take a bit to dry. Do you think we should add glossy accents, or do you think we're just do just the glitter? What do you think, Lisa? It was your idea, so what do you think, my friend? Because the glossy accents on top of the glitter, once the glitter is dry, looks really pretty. And it gives you that like glassy effect. But I mean, we could just add some glitter too and leave it that way. Harriet, you'd have to wait till it's done, but yeah, that would be... Yeah, I mean, I can go back in and add some glossy accents, or we can leave it like this. So I'll try to hold it up and hopefully I can catch the glitter we just added. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really pretty. But you tell me, Lisa, what do you think? Do you think we should add a little bit of glossy accents to it? I can do it later. So we don't really have to wait for it to dry, or should we just leave it with the bit of glitter? I need to be daring. Yeah, you know, it's funny, glossy accents over the glitter just gives it a little bit more of a glass look. Like, it's really pretty. So, I mean, you think about it and we'll make that call right. We don't have to do it right now because this needs to dry. But I'm going to show Mama Zuzu, or Juju, sorry. I suck with names. I'm just going to show you the first few pages. So I actually made this folder and I started it in July of last year. So these first 3 pages I actually made myself like then. And then today we made this page. We just finished this page and we made this page. So it's this cool vellum envelope. And this, like, we just did this wax seal with some glitter in it. And we had to add Santa's head back over because he kind of lost him. And then, yeah, so that's what we've done so far today. And we looked at some really pretty papers, as I recently bought some new pattern papers and the ladies wanted to see them. So we did that too. Okay, we will add glossy accents. Actually, you guys, we've been going for 2.5 hours. Do you think we should start on the next page? I don't think we're going to get it done unless everybody wants to hang out for a long time. But I know some people have to go and have dinner and stuff, so it's up to you guys. Do you think we have time to do another page, or do you think we kind of should maybe call it on these 2 pages and just add the glossy accents now? Like, I don't know if we have enough time to do another page because we still have these 3 bigger pages to go. Oh, I can't stay. The clouds have parted and I need to mow. Okay, fair. Well, let's add the glossy accents to this page, and then maybe I'll call the live stream. We'll be done for today. And we can chat about it while it dries. Let's do that. So let's add the glossy accents, and then we'll chat about the next page, and then we'll call it a live stream. Because we've already been at it for 2.5 hours, so not a bad length. And that will give the glossy accents time to do its thing. So what do we think we should do with the next page? Does anybody have any ideas? I thought it would be really fun to do something that flips. Like do panels and then score them at, say, like the 1 inch mark, and then adhere that 1 inch down and then layer them up so they all kind of flip. I thought that would be kind of fun. Or what else? What do you guys think? Does anybody have any ideas? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. I'm just going to put down the glossy accents. So type out your thoughts and tell me what you think we should do. Or just tell me something interesting. That's good too. I'm happy to hear it. I do think that at one point we need to do a tuck spot and a tag, but we don't have time to do that today. So I think we'll just discuss that. That can be on one of the pages. Like one of those waterfall panels. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes. Yeah, like a waterfall panel. So I think we take some of the more plain pattern paper and cut them into panels, however large, and then score it at like the 1 inch mark or whatever, and then glue them down. That's what I'm thinking for one of them. And then I think for the other one, we need to make some kind of decorated tuck spot and then a tag to go in the tuck spot with like a little ribbon or something. That's kind of what I'm thinking for the other one. Okay, there we go. Glossy accents is on. Now it just needs to dry because, of course, otherwise it's like glue. So I'll hold it up here for you to see, Lisa, before you run away to mow anything. Once it's dry, it'll be clearer than it is right now. But this is the idea. So when you tuck it, you like turn it in the light. I'm hoping you can see. You see like it's super glossy. And once it's fully dry, you see all the cool glitter underneath it. And it's really, really pretty. So I don't want my little paper to go on top of that because it'll get stuck down to it. But yeah, it'll turn out stunning. I have to wait for it to dry. If you guys want to, I can put a picture of it when it's dry in our Facebook group. You can check it out if you guys think that would be interesting. If you want to see it once it's dry. Yeah, I want to do a page with a tuck spot for sure. What is that product called? Glossy Accents. It's by Ranger. It's Glossy Accents, and you just kind of add it on top. Yeah, it's and you can use it as glue. So if you wanted to put glitter on it, you could like put this down and then put like sprinkle glitter on top. That works too. Or you could put glitter underneath and put it on top, and then you get more of like a glassy effect. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Do you guys have any ideas for the third page? Also, we should find a place to stick that little dude. Where can it go? Maybe on this page? I don't know. Just because I already have some silver on this page with the little bit of chiffon ribbon. See, I made this little tag. See, it's just like a tiny little tag, and then I have a piece of chiffon ribbon and a little lightning bulb pin with a little charm hanging off of it. I thought that was pretty cute. Let that dry. Lisa's got a party hat on. I love it. Peggy, Ciara, are you going to get the new alcohol inks Tim put out? Yes, very likely. Yes, you guys know I love his alcohol inks if you've been with my channel, because I've made several things with his alcohol inks, and yeah, it's really, they're so pretty, so I can't even wait. And I saw this technique the other day, and it was ink, and it was on like acetate, and they used like a fixative spray, and it created this really neat, I don't even know how to explain it, like this. Do you remember when he used to do those like mica tiles, or they weren't quite mica, but they would be like acetate that was dyed? It was like that idea, but it was so pretty, like incredibly pretty. So I would love to get some inks and try that. It was such a neat idea. What about some of those smaller images on the waterfall panels? Yes, absolutely, Harriet. So that's what I'm thinking. So I want to cut the panels out of the leftover paper, and then I want to take some of these like little images, because some of them are quite like, they're a bit smaller, right? And maybe use them in different areas on the page. So it's kind of what I was thinking for those waterfall tab pages. Yeah, because I have this, like I have a bunch of cool stuff that coordinates with these papers. So that would be kind of fun. Valine, I can't wait to see your ideas with the scored paper. Yeah, I can't wait to see this whole thing finished. Like, this is an ongoing project of like a year now. So like, I can't wait to see it done. But I honestly think some of those pages are going to be stunning. So I'm pretty excited about them. Lisa, I saw that you said Copics and then the message was retracted. I don't know what you were saying there. So I don't know if you know Tim Holtz alcohol inks, but they are like a flowing ink. They're in a little bottle. But Copics are the same idea. They're just in a marker form. But yeah, Tim Holtz just brought out, what was it? Like 8, how many colors? Was it 12 colors? Maybe it was 12 colors. No, you spelled Copic correctly. C-O-P-I-C? C-O-P-I-C? Yeah, yeah. No, you spelled it correctly. But yeah, so I have Copics. I use them to color. They are my marker of choice when I color images. Unless I'm watercoloring, of course, then that's different. But yeah, when this is fully dry, this is going to be stunning. So I'll take a picture of this when it's fully dry, and I'll put it in the Facebook group so you guys can check it out. For anybody who's new, if you want to, there is a Facebook group. It's just CRT Designs. You have to request to join, but it's just a bunch of us ladies who hang out in the group and we share projects. So if anybody wants to share a project with me so I can see it, that's like the easiest way to do it. So it's always really fun to see what you guys are creating. So that's kind of what we've been doing there. So yeah, if you wanna join, please do. You do have to request to join because I don't want any spam going on in there. But yeah, it's a pretty fun group. Oh, you guys know what I bought this week that I'm really excited? Okay. I picked up a diamond painting. And it is so pretty. And it's very fall-esque. Like it has like orange. It's very orange colored. And it's so pretty. And yeah, so we are going to work on it in one of the lives because, you know, why not? Because it's so pretty. Eventually, it might be the next live. It just depends on if it gets to me in time and what, if I can think of anything else. But I cannot wait to work on it. So have you guys ever done a diamond painting? Like, they're so cool. Yes, Harriet put in a bunch of soup recipes to the group. What did you do? You did a taco soup recipe and you did a potato soup recipe. I don't have it yet. I literally only ordered it yesterday because I saw that the Diamond Art Club had a free shipping sale kind of on, and shipping is what gets me because, you know, I'm Canadian and shipping is so expensive. So expensive. So I can't show you the physical thing because I don't have it yet, but I can put a picture in our Facebook group so you can see the diamond art that I bought. But it's so pretty. It's like a witch's kind of cottage and she's making stuff and it's got this like orange glow and it's so magical. Like, yeah, I'll post it in the group so you guys can check it out because it's stunning. Like, it just is so, so pretty. And I've never done a diamond art painting before, so yeah, I only ordered it yesterday. So it needs a little time. I think they ship from Texas. So it needs a little time to get to me, but yeah. Yeah, Peggy. I'll put a picture in the group because I can do that once we're off the live because, of course, I record on my phone, and of course the picture I have is on my phone, so I can't just be like, here, look at this. But yeah, I'll post a picture of it in the group so you guys can check it out once we're not live anymore, so you can kind of have a look. But yeah, so I think unless anybody has any ideas for the third page, I think we have some pretty good ideas for the other two. And this needs to dry for a bit. So when it's dry, I'll take a cool picture of it because I think it's going to be really pretty. Yeah, so I think we have an idea for 2 pages. We just need to come up with an idea for the third page. Because I think a tuck spot would be really pretty and then a tag that goes in it. And then the like waterfall tabs I think would be really pretty. So that's what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know what to do for the third page. I have to think on that a bit. And then find a place for this little silver pearl. He needs to exist somewhere in here too. But yeah, I think that's good. Hey, do you guys want to call it a live stream for today? Does anybody else have any other ideas, any thoughts they want to share with me before we check out for the day? Maybe build a scene on the third page. Yeah, I could try with the like cutout pieces. Could ponder that. That's not a bad idea, Harriet. I'll have to play with that thought. Because there is some pretty neat things. The only problem is that you don't have a lot of size variation, so it's hard to give you like depth, right? But that's definitely something we could try. So definitely something to ponder. I think I might do some kind of collage, I think is what's going to end up happening, to be honest with you. Bring in some kind of fun collage ideas. Peggy, yep. I think I run to the craft room and look for my bird dies that seem to have flown away. Did you lose your bird dies, Peggy? That's no good. Lisa, I love putting envelopes at the end of the folio to put extra goodies in. Yeah, absolutely. That's another thing. Although there are some envelopes like built into the folio, I could put like a decorated envelope in the back and then just tuck a bunch of stuff in there for the person this is for, because this is a gift for somebody. So once I get it finished, it is. Juju, this was very nice. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. It was lovely to have you. I hope you enjoyed the view of the little folio we're working on. It's pretty cute. I think it's going to be really pretty when I finally get it finished. And ideally, I'm going to get it finished sooner than later, because I would love to give this to the person it's supposed to go to, so I can get some projects off my desk. That is the hope. But yeah, thank you so much for coming to hang out. And Peggy, you're looking for your birds. Oh no, my friend. I hope you find them. That's not good at all. All right, Lisa, enjoy mowing your lawn before your 4 o'clock storm tomorrow. That sounds good. All right, my lovelies, I am gonna say goodbye for today. And hopefully y'all come back again and hang out another day. And of course, I have a really fun video for Monday, so hopefully you'll check it out. It's a card set. It's a Christmas card set, and I think it's really pretty. So hopefully you guys want to check it out when it goes live. But yeah, otherwise, I will say goodbye for today. And thank you all so much for coming and hanging out and contributing to the project and giving me great ideas. I really appreciate it. So thank you, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.